What's that sound? Wait, it stopped. What's that sound? It stopped.
Was it like a...
No. It was like a tap. It was like a...
Huh.
That's what it sounded like.
That's weird. I think you're fucking crazy.
Was it recording?
It's recording now.
But when you came into the room...
Yeah.
All right, so it should be on the recording. At least a little bit.
Maybe.
I think so. There was a sound, man. There was a sound. It sounded like a tapping, but it was like...
In there, I heard it almost sounded like there was a fan on. But I didn't have cans on either.
I had the cans on and it sounded like a tap. Like it was literally like...
Well, I do believe that this building is haunted. I've heard shit because I come here like a lot by myself. And like whether it's like mid of the day, late, dude, I come here late at night sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like for a long time, I would go to the gym at 3 a.m.
Why?
Just because that was a good time for me. There's nobody there.
Fair enough.
And I was used to getting up so early, but I would go there and I would come here afterwards just like to decompress, smoke a joint, do a little bit of work.
Understood.
I hear noises in this motherfucking building.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a noisy area.
Yeah, but
for
not
sure.
4 a.m.
But right. Yeah, exactly. At that time of night, it's probably pretty dead. And yeah.
Like footsteps. Yeah.
That would bug me out because if I had even heard the sound that I'm claiming to have heard, you know, at that time at night when I was here by myself, because it sounded like tapping or knocking.
Yeah. It's the ghost.
No, thank you. But I, you know what? I'm open to the possibility that the studio could be haunted.
I would like to see a ghost. Until I see a ghost, I won't believe that they really truly exist. I just think I'm just hearing shit.
Put up or shut up.
Yeah.
The ghosts.
Don't hurt me, but like just let me see you.
All you ghosts out there.
Yeah.
Stop being bitches.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. We're back. Another week, another episode. It's just us.
We're on a roll.
Yeah.
We're on fire. If it was NBA Jam, we'd be on fire.
That's right. Wow, I forgot about that game.
3 in a row.
I never really played it because I sucked.
Well, you know, it was like a treat at the arcade.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I got a chance to play it. It was fun. Because it wasn't like you could just play. This is back in the day when you had to actually go to the arcade to play video games. You couldn't just play everything at home. Now you can play everything and anything at home.
Yeah. On like way better systems.
Yeah, like the screen is better at home. Like everything, every version of what's going on is better now than it was then.
Yeah.
But there was a special something about going to the video game, like the video arcade, and like putting your $10 or $20 in the machine and it just like shits out all these tokens and you're just like giant pocket full of tokens. And then you go stand in front of Double Dragon and you're like, I'm gonna beat this fucking shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I really enjoy Boardwalk arcades.
Yeah, still do.
And like Boardwalk games and all that, even though they're all like rigged and whatnot, it's still fun.
Oh, so like what kind of, do you mean like the wheel and you know?
All of it. Anything on a boardwalk that's entertainment for like video games, anything like win a prize.
Skee ball? Big skee ball
Count
guy?
me in. Count me in. I'll do it all. I'll spend all day there.
Do you have a favorite boardwalk?
I really like the Point Pleasant boardwalk.
Okay. Interesting.
And I like the claw game.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know, my dad was like you know that there's a sign, if not on each machine, certainly in each place that says we reserve the right to refill or reload the machine at any given time. and they'll enforce that rule when you start to really like clean them out. Like if you find a machine that's loose, or if you like get one that, because they pack them super tight.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad was the king of that. Like we would go on vacation down the shore 2 weeks every summer, and that was like the big deal, right? And part of that was every once in a while we would get to go to the boardwalk, and my dad would just be kind of like quiet and chilling and doing his thing. But if every place that we stopped to do whatever, he would just walk over to the claw games and just wipe these places out.
That's
like
fucking
bags
rad.
and bags of stuff, and they would have to like they would shut him down on a regular basis. They would just be like, "Excuse me, sir, we have to fix this machine. We have to fill it." And he'd be like, "All right, whatever. Give a bag for this."
Yeah. I bought all this already, but go ahead.
I mean, it was mostly junk, like mostly like bullshit. But he was just like, it was just something about playing the claw games.
Yeah.
He was a claw game ace.
Sick, yeah. I love the claw game. I don't know if you ever seen it, and I'm probably going to explain it real bad, but there's a screen on the back, and you have to hit a button, and there's blocks that go across, and you have to line the blocks up, and it gets faster and faster, and like it starts off, the rows are like this long, then it gets to like 1 at the top.
I will
and
tell you.
You can win like a PlayStation 5 if you get to the top. Like,
is this like a newer thing? I don't know. I don't know the game, but I could definitely imagine it.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Fair enough. That sounds a little bit newer. That might be like a little too new school for me. I thought you were gonna say something like where you put the quarter in and then it slides down onto the shelf, and then the other shelf slides out and pushes the quarter, and it goes onto the next shelf, and then it pushes, and hopefully they could dump some quarters off the edge.
Oh, push
like
machines.
Those old like grimy ass like
coin pushers.
You put a quarter in the top, and it goes down, and then it falls on the and the little shelves go in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
And then at the end, if one of them falls off the bottom, and you look at the quarter, and it was put in like 1945, that's how long it's been. It's stuck in there.
It looks like that.
No, I don't know that game.
Yeah, dude, you have to line the blocks up all the way to the top, and you win sick prizes, dude.
Just by you hit the button and it stops.
Yeah, because they just go
rigged. I'm going to tell you right now, rigged.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
Already.
always a delay. There it is. That's the one I used to love to play.
You see, I'm like, I guess, inherently distrustful of any of the video gambling games. Like,
oh, you see, I'm a sucker.
Swindle me with an old-fashioned deck of cards. I don't want to push a button on a machine and let the machine tell me that I lost. Like, obviously the machine's going to tell me that I lost. No, tell me, like, if you're going to steal my money, do it with an old-fashioned deck of cards.
Fair. I'm not a big gambler, but when I do go, I like to play slots. And I like to play like the big fancy like Willy Wonka or like the themed games. I don't know, because it's like I'm a child.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I'm about like pushing the buttons, and I know it's.
So you're like, into the video slots?
Yeah, dude, hardcore.
Do you ever win?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, then that's good, I guess.
I mean, nothing to brag about, but
like
yeah.
I said, inherently distrustful. It's probably me.
I don't gamble enough to be like, oh my God, dude, I'm fucking broke, dude. I spent all my. If I do, it's like a vacation type deal, and there's an allotment set aside.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. Well, it's your entertainment spending.
Yeah, exactly. Whether it's like a couple $100, whatever.
Right. Yeah. See, I don't gamble. I tell people I don't gamble, which is true. But I like to spend money during football season, like quote betting on football.
Yes.
Which is gambling. Mm-hmm. But I have, like you said, I have an allotment of, let's say, a couple $100 per season that I can play some fantasy football, or I can bet on parlay every once in a while, or whatever the case may be, or go on DraftKings.
I do that with UFC every once in a while.
Okay.
If there's a hot fight.
Yeah, but I can't say that I'm like a good, like there was a guy, that I'm talking to the other day asking me, well, what's the spread on the basketball playoff game? And I'm like, well, look, that's not my area of expertise. Like I know football. I don't I'm not a gambler like that. And in the same vein, like I said, swindle me with the deck of cards. Like I don't know cards. I'm not a card player. Like I had to sit down and if I'm sitting down at your blackjack table, I'm about to fuck up everyone's shit because
dude,
I don't know when to
feel.
hit and not hit.
Exactly.
And like whatever. Like I'm going to fuck up everyone's
Dude,
shit.
I sweat every time I sit at a blackjack table I'll go and it'll be nobody there. And I'll be, all right, me against the dealer. That's fine. Because they'll tell me what to do. Like, people will start sit down and I start pouring sweat, dude. Because people are
Because there's
mean.
basically rules.
They're
like, there's
mean. There's etiquette. Like, what are you doing, kid?
You're
You
not
don't know what the
supposed to
fuck
hit
you
here.
come
You're supposed
on.
to, that's my card or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I was always, and I guess remain sort of intimidated because I don't know the rules and I don't know what's the right time to do this and that and the other thing. The only time I ever it was a similar situation. I went down with a couple of like my brother and his wife and like my cousin and my cousin's husband at the time and I were in the situation where we'd like to try to play blackjack at a casino, but we've only ever played like, blackjack at home.
Yeah.
So we don't want to sit on somebody's table and screw everything up and get yelled at and whatever. So we like scoped the casino. It was late at night. We scoped the casino out and there was one table with one old man wearing an eye patch. So we were like, all right, let's sit down. And we're like, look.
Fucking Pirate Pete.
I wish I knew his name because we sit down and we're like, look, we're not good at this game. We don't want to screw up your whole shit. So like if please let us know if we're going to be a problem here. We'll back out. We'll sit out. We don't want to screw anything up. We just want to learn how to play. We'd like to be able to learn. And he goes, okay, no problem. I'll try to help you out. Whatever. I'll give you, give you a hand if I can and whatever, So we start chatting this guy up and he's talking and he's like, oh yeah, in this situation, what I would do is da. And, he's telling me and guy's name was Dan that I was with. My brother's name was Dan also, but he was just trash drunk. So he was sitting behind us, just kind of like bobbing and weaving, and he really didn't participate. But me and Dan were listening to this guy, just talking with him, bullshitting with him, and we went through a couple of dealers as the night went along because between the three of us, we just started destroying the house. Because we were paying attention to what the guy was telling us to do. We weren't like trying to be crazy. We were trying to learn the game and whatever. And they ended up having to switch out the dealer like twice on us and whatever and yada, yada, yada. We ended up paying for like our whole entire weekend plus walked out of there with money. Because our patron saint with an eye patch was helping us.
Your coach.
Yeah, exactly. And I've never basically played blackjack since then. I don't need to. I have one great time. We won a whole bunch of money because this guy was super nice to us and he was helping us and he talked us through it. He wasn't a jerk. He wasn't intimidating. He was like, because the thing is, in those situations, like if everyone at the table can win, if you're doing everything right, then everybody can do it. And we were all having a good time. We were all winning a bunch of money. They ended up, like I said, they switched out dealers on us a bunch of times. They may or may not have shut the table down on us, or we just decided, let's get up and get out of here.
Yeah.
But long and short of it was super late. We were like, I can't believe this is really happening. Let's get the hell out of here. And it was a great time. But, more often than not, I just watch.
Yeah. My favorite time, like when I do go, it's in Vegas. So I'm up at 5 a.m. because it's 8 a.m. here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The difference. So I wake up at 5 a.m. there, sometimes even earlier, because I get up here at like 4:30. So I'm waking up. It's 5 a.m., 4 a.m. there. I'm cruising the casino floor by myself. It's dead. There's a few people left over from the night before. I'll sit at a slot, and it's the in my opinion, the best time to play.
Slots are hot.
Yeah. Yeah. I am chasing a hand pay. If you win anything over like $1,200, they actually have to come over from the pit and pay you cash.
Okay. Jump chasing a hand pay. I was like, I did not understand that sentence at all. But okay.
I've come close. I won like $990. I won $1,000. Never got the $1,200.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Chasing a hand pay. Yeah, I'm a degenerate.
That's, hey, look, I guess do what you like, but like you said, you're doing it responsibly. Gamble responsibly.
Yeah, dude.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Or just call me.
Yeah,
just give me your money.
Okay,
I'm something to gamble on.
Fair, that's true. That's true. Yeah, there's a gamble, a big gamble in place.
You know what's a big gamble?
No, what is?
Swagway time. What a big gamble is opening a fucking plane door at altitude.
Okay. Yes.
Look at this shit.
Explain this to me here.
Man has been arrested for opening a plane door mid-flight in South Korea. Mid-flight. Look at these people.
So it's this guy right here who we're looking at?
Yeah. So 250 meters is about 700 feet above the ground. Dude, look at how casual these people are.
That feels low to me.
Low. Dude.
700 feet?
700 feet.
That's not high for a plane to be traveling.
They were landing.
They were landing, and he was like, you know what? I need some air. This guy right here in the blue shirt?
No, all the way. Oh, the guy
around the corner.
Yeah, around the corner. You can't see him. But look at how casual they are. Dude, if that was in America, you bet your ass everybody would have unstrapped themselves and ran to the opposite side of the plane. The back of the plane.
No. You would have unstrapped yourself in that situation?
Me. Not fucking me, but dumb Americans. We're stupid compared to other... I'm sorry. It's true.
It is. Well, that's very true. 100%.
I'm sorry. It's other countries look at us and laugh.
100%.
But
100%.
There's that motherfucker that would unstrap himself and run to the back of the plane thinking it's sweet back there.
I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this. I hope I'm never in a situation. And first of all, was anybody hurt?
So a bunch of people had to go to hospital because cabin pressure difference. They had their ears got all fucked up.
I imagine.
And they were having breathing problems.
Okay, but nobody was like killed.
No, nobody got killed.
The plane didn't crash.
No.
So
landed.
we can joke
yeah. We could definitely joke about this.
If I was in that situation, I would not unbuckle my seatbelt, of course.
No.
But first of all, why didn't those little fucking masks fall out of the ceiling? Because help me out a little.
And they were just sitting there like this. They didn't even quiver.
Well, I would be holding on to. I probably I can't really
I would soil myself.
I'd be holding on to. I wouldn't be able to do much, but I would really hope that somebody would unbuckle their seatbelt and get up and try to run, because that person would get sucked out the plane. I don't
think they would get sucked out of the plane, because think about parachuters. They have to jump out of the plane. You're at I think it's
a speed thing, though. The speed of the plane. But also 700 feet isn't very high. So maybe they weren't also going very fast.
Hey Siri, how many feet is 250 meters? 800 feet. But dude, think about that. Think about if you fell from... You could hurt yourself from 6 feet if you fell 6 feet.
Oh, for sure. No, we're not. There's no question. If you fell out of that plane, you'd be dead.
Yeah, it's
but they parachute from much higher than that. Is what I'm saying. You go when you go parachuting, you jump from much higher.
It's not 10,000, is it?
It's more than 1,000. I think you pull your parachute above 1,000 feet.
Hey Siri, how high do parachuters jump from? That was
skydivers.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know what a parachuter is.
13,000 to 14,000 feet.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Right. So
fucking hell.
I'm telling you, this plane was so low to the fucking ground, dude. So they're landing the plane, and this fucking guy decides, I'm gonna open the door to the plane.
You know what his excuse was?
Go ahead.
He was just fiddling with it.
Stop.
And it just popped open. There's dude, you have to I look at that door the entire time on a plane. I don't move. I look at the door and I look at my iPad. I look at the door, I look at my iPad. You have to
So you're saying that you spend the extra money for the leg room to sit in the exit row?
Every time.
Good for you.
Every time.
Good for you.
If not that, I spend the extra money for the very first seat where there's nothing in front of you, just that wall, and I can actually do this.
And you do that because you feel you are capable of opening the plane in the case of an emergency. You want that responsibility. Or you just want the leg room. Let's be real.
Be real. I'm capable of both.
Oh,
if there's an emergency, I would definitely jump in action. I could stay calm.
If there was an emergency, you'd pop that door open and the people would be like, and you'd be like, my taint, my taint.
Yeah. My rubber band. Rubber band.
He popped the door open while the plane was in flight and started screaming about his taint. So yeah, that guy, that guy was that's the asshole of the week.
Yeah, but
there's no other person on that list that you have there that is going to be a bigger asshole than this guy. He popped the door open.
Yeah,
humongous asshole.
But think about that, dude.
It's crazy.
Holy shit! I'm soiling all over myself.
What now? And it's almost lucky that they were landing, because the stewardesses were not, or the stewards, the flight attendants, I'm sorry, were not walking around again. Because if there was a person, I still contend that there would have been some big problems, dude. If there was a person walking by, right, like, that would have been some big ass problems there. Like, I'm sorry, like I think that would have been an issue. So thankfully,
actually,
he
yeah.
wasn't fiddling around with the door when they were like, doing their circling before they decided to go into descent, because that's when they're, she's walking around with a bag collecting up garbage and all of a sudden she gets sucked out.
I think, honestly, I think your story has legs, because a few years back, I don't know if you remember, I don't remember the circumstance, but a woman was sucked out of the window up to her waist in a plane.
And her upper body was outside the plane.
Yeah.
Wait, was it a woman or was it the pilot?
It was a woman.
Because I think that the same thing happened to a pilot of a plane, and the other guy had to hold his legs.
Oh,
yeah, I think you can Google that shit. Like,
dude.
I see. There's a picture. There's like a picture of the pilot. Is
dude,
like
once you get sucked out, you're dead.
Outside
you're
the
dead.
plane.
You're automatically
no,
dead.
you're not dead. He
What?
didn't die. He didn't die.
What?
They held his legs, and you didn't fly.
Come
You didn't fly
on!
all the way out of the
Come
plane.
on!
You can Google that. I guarantee it.
No, I'm not even.
No, don't do it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do that later. I'll do that later.
Pause the thing,
Yeah,
Google
maybe.
it, look at the picture, and then unpause it and laugh with us, because the guy is like, his upper body's out and he's like, his knees are in the
Come on,
and the guy,
dude.
the other pilot is holding his legs.
Come on.
Yeah,
Dude, that's a bad day. That's a bad day.
but it's a good co-pilot,
yeah.
real good.
But
co-pilot.
like,
co-pilot of the year.
but dude, like, all right, so now co-pilot's holding the pilot's legs. Who the fuck is flying the plane? Yeah.
Oh, they don't need
autopilot,
pilots
but-
for those shits.
Oh,
Come on, man.
man.
That's all. Like, you push a button.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's be real.
You're right. Fucking hell. I'm never flying again. But nobody had the wherewithal. Nobody could have put him in like any kind of a fucking neck lock or something.
They were belted in their seats, man.
Or slap him in the face. Like, dude, what are you doing to the door? Stop
Oh,
touching the fucking
buddy,
door, dude.
Buddy. This guy's legal repercussions from this, I'm sure, will
He got
be
arrested
harsh
10
and
years.
severe.
I think he got 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
Thank you. See, that is no slap on the wrist. 10
No,
years. 10 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's- you're
you
setting
could
an
have killed
example.
the entire fucking plane.
You're setting an example at that point.
Oh, please.
For sure.
Yeah. I wonder is what's the penalty? I think there's a pretty severe penalty for fucking around with the plane in the United States as well. Like that's the type of shit like you just don't,
you fuck around with the FAA.
You kind of don't screw
serious.
around with those things. Yeah, like
No.
that's not the time to play games.
No way. Not with the FAA.
No,
No
they
shit.
ask you at the beginning of the flight, sir, are you okay doing this in case of an emergency? And I think it's pretty much understood. You're not going to open the door if you don't need.
Of course.
We're only open it if we ask you to.
Yeah.
They're
not just going to think, okay, this
Are you
guy
okay
knows
to-
automatically.
Right, you're sitting in the exit row. You understand what that means, right? It's like, yeah, I got to open the door.
yeah, I'm good. Like, you're going to give me
No.
instructions.
Yeah, I mean,
in
you
an
have to open the door.
emergency.
You have to open the door in an emergency. Yeah, no, yeah, right. Open the door. Got it.
Yeah.
No problem.
We're good.
No problem.
We're
I
good.
get to choose when, right?
We're good. Can you keep feeding me vodka, please?
You want me to surprise you? Want me to surprise you? Is there a certain time when I open the door? Is there like a light that blinks?
But that's the thing, though. Think about that as well. You're on a plane. They serve alcohol. The person that sits in the exit row that's going to volunteer to be the hero, 9 times out of 10, they're drunk.
But do they they let you get drunk on a plane? Now, this is something
Yes.
I'm ignorant of this because
Yes.
I haven't been drinking in a long time. So
I drink when I fly.
and they'll
because
just
of
like get
anxiety.
you loaded on the plane.
Yes.
All right.
Especially if you tell them it's the first time you've ever flown. You drink free.
That's
And they
what?
give you wings.
Stop it.
I swear to you, the first time I ever took a plane ride, I told him it was my first time. I met the pilot. I'm a fucking 35-year-old man at this point. I met the pilot. He gave me a fucking pin wings,
Stop it.
and they fed me fucking alcohol the entire time to Vegas.
First of all,
Shout
for
to
the
fucking
record,
United 2016.
that's pretty dope. I thought you meant like chicken wings. First
No,
of all,
no. The pilot gave me wings. Like, I wish he gave me chicken
I thought
wings.
they were like,
That'd be
here's
dope.
some drinks and some chicken wings.
But no, dude, like I felt like some
Because it would
kind
have
of
been
like
nice.
fucking,
Some apps, some drinks, and some apps. That
Yeah,
would've been
no, I
nice.
felt like some kind of like Make-A-Wish kid. Like they were like, "Oh, meet
People
the
on
pilot."
the plane probably
yeah.
thought there was something wrong with you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
I wonder what's wrong with that guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Girl next to me was like feeding me. Her whole bag was full of fucking little airplane shots. She's like, "You want some Fireball?" I'm like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
Nice.
It was cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Next topic. Oh fuck. God damn you, you son of a bitch.
Me?
Yeah. Oh, so back to the arcade games.
Okay.
Did you ever hear of the Keymaster?
I know about the Keymaster from Ghostbusters.
So there's these things, right? they're stationary against the back wall.
Uh-huh.
The ones I've played have stacks of cash connected to them.
Okay.
This thing here, this arm has a key.
Okay.
Once you put your money in, you have, it's like a claw machine. You have like whatever, 30 seconds to line up your shot, but you can only go up, down, left, right. And then you have to push the button. And obviously, you know, low tier, mid tier, high tier. If you get it dead center, it'll turn and drop the fucking cash.
It's just a key. You got to get the key in the hole.
Got to get the key in the hole.
Rigged.
Very rigged.
Yeah.
But I've seen people win it. I have seen people win. I think it's all right, we collected so much money we can pay out.
Right. Every so often it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we're good to go here. Interesting.
I gotta find my show notes. Okay.
Okay. What on earth? Least classy reveal ever. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these thumbnails, man.
MXR Plays goes hard. If anybody likes like meme react channels, go to MXR Plays. They don't know who we are, but
It's
I'm a
softcore
big fan.
porn.
Basically, I'm a big fan of them. They got a lot of subs. They've been doing it for a while. They're doing it right. They're so simple. They really are so simple. It's them in their bedroom, and they react to Reddits. It's incredible. It's fucking incredible.
Fair enough.
Okay. So.
Go ahead.
I don't even know, like. The headline is Millionaire Injects Son's Blood to Stay Younger.
So.
Hold on. I'm just gonna like try.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
Oh, here we go. So this guy is taking young people's blood,
his son, his 17-year-old son.
and the son is the person whose face they're blurring out, I suppose.
No, they'll show him.
How old is this guy?
This man is in his 50s.
It's his dad, his son, and himself.
Yeah. Science, kids. Pay attention. We'll teach you something here at the Two Clouded Mind Show. He looks like the Joker. He looks plastic as fuck.
Yeah, he looks. Yeah, this is.
He not just taking blood. He's had like work done. There's no doubt.
Oh, bro, for
He's
sure.
had many a plastic surgery. Not him, obviously, because he's still a baby, but like
This.
dad had some work done.
Yeah, it's very creepy. He wants to like look like his son.
Yeah. His son doesn't look happy, or if he's even into it.
No, this guy is something. He's damaged. There's something wrong with this guy.
There's something definitely. I got to be honest with you. Like, if I had all the money that these motherfuckers have, I wouldn't be wasting it on stuff like this. It's like, for me, that seems like witchcraft. It's like, it doesn't work. It's so dangerous. I feel like you're depleting your son of important shit. You know what I mean? You're taking his blood. Like,
Well, that
For your-
part. I mean, he's gonna get more blood. It'll just get more, like, grow back or whatever you want to say. It'll just regenerate more
it's just
blood.
weird, man.
But it's 1,000%
They're
weird.
very culty.
Okay. Do you want to?
Yeah, let me pause this. They're very culty. Look at his face.
Okay. Well, first, yeah, this guy. The perfect place to pause it. This dude is a
I think that's the
complete creep.
thumbnail. I think that's the thumbnail.
Oh, okay. Will my son's blood make me younger? Look, this, first of all, they said we were in a religion, and then my dad left the religion, and then
Because he couldn't be trusted.
Well, no. They said that he said because he had left the religion, we felt as though he couldn't be trusted, so I had no relationship with him. But then I started getting a relationship with him. So, okay, fine. But I think that what we're looking at here is people who have, like you said, this cultish like mentality where
Yeah,
it's
dude.
always going to be, there's always going to be something that they're sort of like way obsessed with. And I mean, like his haircut with the son
Yeah.
and everything else. This is gonna end. Now, okay, here's my other question: who made this documentary? Did they make it about themselves?
No, I think this was a self-made documentary because
Yeah.
this guy
That's
is Brian
creepy, too.
Johnson. This must
He's
be
Brian
his
Johnson.
channel. Yeah, this
Yeah.
must be his channel. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Dude, look at him. He looks like a serial killer, a
Yeah.
fucking pedo. He looks like a rapist. He looks like he lays in a fucking bathtub full of virgin blood.
It's
He's Dracula.
he looks like what a 1980s movie would make a android look like.
Yeah, he looks like he should have been in Terminator.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
He looks like a 1980s android, humanoid android.
Yeah, it's fucked
from,
up. It's
you know,
fucked up.
right.
It's so weird. But this is what's going on in the world right now. Like, dude,
Yeah.
like,
This kid is gonna eventually he's gonna like disappear or something
Yeah,
like that. Like
but,
something really fucked up is gonna happen with this family.
I get it. Everyone wants to live forever, and
No,
I
that's not true.
a lot of people wish they could.
That's true.
People like this wish they could, and because they have all this money, they
This guy
think
wants
they
to bang
can.
his son,
Yeah,
and
dude,
probably will.
he has. You could. Yeah, that's the weirdest fucking dynamic. His son hates him.
Oh yeah,
His son hates him.
yes. He's like, yes. I hope my blood kills him. I hope take as
Yeah.
much blood. I hope it kills him. I hope he dies from it.
If I was his son, I would be out fucking getting
Poisoning
all
your
kinds
blood.
of fucking diseases. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. I'd give you all the hep.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd eat a bunch of gluten
Oh,
right before
yeah.
donation day.
Mushrooms.
Sure.
I'd shroom out.
LSD.
Yep.
Because that probably stays in there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know how that works.
That more is stored in your spinal fluid. LSD.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Don't quote me on that. That's what I heard a long time ago.
Right. I've heard something similar about like, oh, you got to get a spinal tap.
Yeah.
Something
yeah.
blah blah blah.
I've had those.
Oh, really?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Had two of them.
So like under what circumstances? Why?
When I like basically broke my back.
And what does the spinal tap do?
Drains of excess fluid.
Oh, so literally they're tapping it so it could
Yeah.
it could,
Yeah.
like-
Basically like when they tap a fucking tree to get maple syrup.
Gotcha.
Basically the same thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude.
And it hurts?
Yes.
They can't numb you? Because it's your spine.
It's a local. But like you can't fucking move. You can't flinch. Like you must remain still.
How do you control that?
There,
Like, what's the
you got to really
do
rely
they
on the
strap
doctor.
you down or something?
You just lay down.
Stomach?
Or on your side.
I hope I don't have to do that.
I've done it on my belly and on my side.
And which do you prefer?
My side.
Okay.
It was more comfortable.
Fair enough.
I'll take spinal taps over getting a catheter ripped out of your penis.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know what? It's the train.
Yeah.
And this train is brought to you by
Oh, fuck.
the floor is lava.
Oh, yeah.
The fruit is lava.
The fruit is lava.
This train is brought to you by the fruit is lava. Do we
Yeah.
have any of the juice?
We-
We got to get, you know, what you got to do is get some juice so that we can put it like
Yeah.
on the table as always visible.
I'm gonna
You know
have
what I
to
mean?
bring
like
some
some
in.
product placement so that it's like always in the place. And then if you have a guest, there's one on the guest's table and they're like, what's this? And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, the website's still live, guys. Fruitislava.com.
that's right.
Help me pay some bills.
This train was brought to you by the fruit is lava.
Yeah. Bitch.
Do you want to talk more about the guy with the kid blood?
Yeah. He's fucked up. He's so fucked up. He's pissing me off. He's pissing me off.
Yeah, pre-crime. This is pre-crime.
Yeah. We're
He's
seeing.
definitely should be put on some sort of a watch list of some type because there's something wrong with this entire family.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. What's the kid's name? Talmadge?
Something like
Talmadge?
that.
Talmadge. I'm going to name my kid Talmadge and then take his blood.
I'm going to name my kid Fart Man.
Huh. The plasma's already inside of you.
So funny.
So funny. Look at his posture. Nothing about this guy is natural or normal. like his first. It's like his first day. He was like it hatched yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
Like today's my first day. He's like, oh, this is human hug.
And look at his dad. Look at his dad. Like clearly, it's not working on your dad because your dad's a crusty old fuck.
His dad looks incredibly old. Well, this guy, I think he's dyeing his.
Oh yeah, he dyes his
hair.
eyebrows. He dyes his hair. He's real life Patrick Bateman. There you go.
That's a good call. He does look very.
Don't just
Patrick
stare at it.
Bateman-y.
Eat it.
Well, the thing is, he's yeah. There's something dark about this dude. There's something dark about this guy.
He definitely needs to return some videotapes.
So he reads like angry tweets
I
about
can
himself.
guarantee he only gets angry tweets.
Why?
Oh my God! Look
So they
at
make
them.
the guy
Look
take
at
this
them.
old man.
Look at that!
Stop it.
Can that be our thumbnail? Them three, just them three. And
I
can
feel-
you superimpose my face, your face, and Maria's face on each of them? Please do that.
Yeah.
Can we please get a Photoshop?
I'm sad
going?
to say that yes, I can do that.
Oh my God! Please,
Oh
you can
my
make me the fat old man. That's fine. You can make me the fat.
This is well, no, because I don't know who's worse to be. I don't want to be any of these people. This is really. I don't like this. So wait, another thing. Why do they have to travel to do this? Is it like not legal in certain areas?
It's definitely must not be legal in California. And you would think if you can't do it in California, the land of like the most beautiful people, Hollywood, plastic surgery, nip tuck, you know what I mean?
They're very liberal out there.
Yeah, that's
That they say.
Yeah.
But and so they're from California and they had to travel someplace else. Did they travel in the United States or someplace?
they're in Dallas.
Okay.
They went to Dallas because I figure you probably can do anything in Texas. They walk around with guns.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with Texas. I've been
Or
there
guns,
a couple times,
but
I loved it. Houston was beautiful.
it's pretty. I've never been to Texas.
It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard nice things. I would like to go.
My first boxing fight was in Houston.
Traditional fight or
No,
novelty fight?
comedy fight. Comedy
I
fight.
love it.
Yeah.
What was this? What was the format?
That was musical chairs.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But you still have your belt, so it's fine.
Damn right. I made it, but whatever.
That's all right. All championships are made up if you think about it.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
one point or another. Yeah, this guy needs to be put on a watch list. This kid needs to be put on some sort of a watch list, but for protection.
Yeah.
And that old man hasn't said
Look
a
at
word.
the way he's looking at
He
him. Look at the way he's
doesn't
looking at
seem-
the kid.
He doesn't seem complicit. In
I
any
just
of this.
clocked that. Look at the way he's looking at the boy.
Yeah,
He wants to eat his ass. He wants to.
I don't like it.
Dude, I'm
don't
very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like
I'm
any
very
of this.
uncomfortable.
I don't like any of this.
I'm gonna end that video because I'm very uncomfortable.
Thank you. That was chilling. There's people like that.
Oh my God.
There's people
Shut
like
up,
that
Mark
all
Rober.
over. That's some crazy shit.
You know who Mark Rober is, right?
No.
Mark Rober is a NASA engineer.
Okay.
He worked for NASA for a very long time, but he's actually like a young guy. Now he invents things like this video here. It's titled "The Ball Is Impossible to Hit."
Yeah.
So like he made a wacky baseball that you can't hit it no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're the top tier
Why?
baseball player in the world. He put some kind of a mechanism in it.
No. Why did he make it?
Because he does fun stuff like that. He did like an obstacle course in his backyard for squirrels because he had like a lot of squirrels and he named all the squirrels and like he built this elaborate thing and they all made it through. Nothing to hurt the squirrels, like
No. Okay.
the world's biggest elephant toothpaste.
World's biggest elephant toothpaste.
Elephant toothpaste is you mix
What is
like
that?
these two
Oh wait,
chemicals
is
and
it
makes
supposed to
that
be
foam.
Okay. Yeah. I know what that is. World's biggest.
He made glitter bombs.
Ooh.
So like when people
wait a
steal
minute.
your packages,
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that one
And
where
he
he
would, like,
keeps making a more elaborate one and
Yeah,
tries to get
yeah,
people to
yeah.
steal it, and then like they record it and so on, and there's like a stink bomb in there.
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
so
yep.
I do know of this dude.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would make a ball that like that. Like I guess some of his stuff makes sense to me and some of it doesn't. But
but I mean, dude, 3 days ago we got 11 million views.
well, good for him.
Yeah,
I mean that's
shout to him.
tremendous. Mark, come on the show.
But he also only drops a video 4 times a year.
Well, he's busy making like look at
Yeah,
this wacky
yeah.
baseball he makes. Like I'm sure that's you don't just slap that thing together. He's
Yeah, no, he
probably-
didn't just buy like a couple things at Radio Shack and like gut a baseball. Like he definitely engineered something crazy.
I was thinking like when you're describing this squirrel obstacle course or whatever, like that must have taken a tremendous amount of time to just compose and build and
time,
whatever,
effort,
and
money.
Right, like it must be nice.
I was just watching this this video on YouTube about how like the top creators, like this one dude, he's like the top tech unboxer.
That blows my mind.
Like he describes things and tests them and like.
Okay.
I don't know why I can't think of the right words. I'm the worst fucking podcast person ever.
You could say podcaster. So anyway, yeah,
he bought this camera that's $250,000. This fucking insane camera rig
yeah,
just to make his videos better.
So he uses the camera to film all his
videos,
opening boxes.
No, he does a lot more than that. Like I don't know why I can't come up with the words.
So
right
he's
now.
like a reviewer,
yes.
product reviewer.
Yes.
Okay. So he
Yeah,
bought and he bought an expensive camera to make his product review videos better.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
And like Mr. Beast owns like a warehouse, like Good Mythical Morning. These guys, Rhett and Link, they started in a bedroom in North Carolina, and now they have a team of over 150. They own another channel called Smosh, and they do all kinds of funny shit. They have Mythical Kitchen, where they cook all like that one, $7 versus $305 double quarter pounder with cheese. Like it's insane what these people did, and like I kind of sat back for a second, and I was thinking like,
which one of these guys do we beef with?
I don't want to beef with any of them because
Oh,
I
I thought
really
that's what
like
you were gonna say. I'm
respect.
sorry,
No, I
never mind.
really respect their hustle and I respect what they do and I respect the products they put out. But it's like a little discouraging to the small guys. It's like,
Well, you think about it this way: at one point, they were small guys,
yeah,
and there's a certain degree of timing, right? Like it's when these people started doing their thing. Originally, it was at a point where the ground was a lot more fertile than it is now. There's there weren't as many YouTubers. There weren't
it's
as many
very
YouTube shows.
oversaturated.
Right. There's a lot of that now. There's a lot of podcasts. There's a lot
Everybody
of YouTube.
has a
There's lot
podcast.
right. And so now it's a matter of like you and I sitting here saying, you know what, we're gonna move the chairs in the studio around a little bit. We're gonna rearrange the physical space. We're gonna start to do things a little bit differently. We're gonna look at this show a little bit differently. We're gonna start to think about, how can we do things differently than not only than we've been doing them before, like what's been working really well, let's do more of that. What hasn't worked or what, didn't we really enjoy? Okay, let's do less of that. What things haven't we tried yet? Let's try a whole bunch of things we haven't tried yet. And the big question that I always ask myself is what can we do that might set us apart? What can we do that other people aren't doing? And what is like right now, what is everyone doing? Let's do something different.
Yeah.
Whatever
yeah.
that is. And I'm not saying that I have the answer for this conversation or anybody's
Of
conversation,
course.
but that's, one thing that when I, consult with people, so to speak, about these things, that's one of the things that like one of the approaches I take. And it's just the same with us and with this show as, things start to continue to evolve is, now that we know that everybody has a podcast and we know that everybody, does this or does that. What can we do to set ourselves apart?
That
What can we
statement
do?
haunts me morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
What could I do to set myself apart? Being talk format. You know what I mean?
Within the talk format, you mean?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of games. I'm a big fan of challenges.
Hmm.
I'm a big fan of forfeits.
What's a
Punishments,
forfeit?
like a punishment.
Okay.
That's why I bought the wheel.
Mhm.
Spice things up a bit.
Sure.
There's going to be a thing where it says, give Dave $25, give Maria $25,
I
and
love it.
Chris $25. You know, like just dumb shit, one chip challenge. I'm going to think of some really cool shit. Some of it's going to be fucked up. Some of it's going to be, you know, friendly for viewers.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah, we'll switch it up. We'll do some different things. I mean, I have ideas. I know you have a ton of ideas.
Yep.
Guys, tune in 2 weeks' time. We're going to have a special guest, Scrambled Yeggs.
Is
They
it
are
2 weeks' time?
from the time they're going to see this, yeah. Because
I
we're
don't
going
know
to
if that's
shoot this. No?
No, I think it's 1 week from this because the episode we just aired. This is one of
morning.
those time travel situations. but-
Okay.
Because like we're filming on a day that we're hoping to have the next episode come out, right? So this
Yeah.
episode will come out next week,
Yes.
and then we'd film next week the episode that you're talking about, which would come out the following week.
so in
so
2
it's
weeks'
only
time.
2 weeks time from now.
Yeah.
But it's only 1
week from when they're watching
the
That's
episode.
right. Yeah. So next week, guys.
Next week
Woo, we have a banger for you.
we figured it out.
Yeah. God, I'm never going to figure that out by myself.
Yeah, well, it depends, and it all depends on how many. Like, for example, let's say we shoot another episode today,
Mhm.
and we can it for a couple of weeks. Then it just starts
True.
like we have to figure out what our release schedule is, and like start to like write it down. We're gonna have to get
Yeah.
it like a big calendar and be like, okay, this is what we have going on.
True.
You know?
True.
But that's a good problem to have. That
Yeah,
we
those are
actually
good
have, like,
problems.
you know, and that way we know, and the audience knows that there's an episode coming out every single week.
Yeah.
like back on schedule, rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
and-
but this time I could, in full confidence, say next week we have a guest.
yeah,
And you got to tune in. It's going to be fun. We're going to smoke so much weed. We're going to talk so much weed stuff, food. It's going to be fun. These guys make infused dining experiences.
I am looking forward to that. I've had one similar experience, but I didn't really get a chance to. It was like, I'm not going to go into it too much, but like myself and somebody else stumbled upon an infused pizza maker.
Stoned Pizza?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
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 Stone Pizza
In the
NYC.
city. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's what it was.
I'm a big fan. I've
And
had
they
it a
gave
few
us
times.
They gave us free. It was like can of cola.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've been trying to get him on the show for 3 years.
the pizza pusher
Yep. The pizza pusher himself.
and no dice, huh?
No dice.
No response at all. Or he's like, nah, I'm good.
Now he's huge. When I started trying to get him, like he would actually respond to messages.
Now no response.
Nothing.
Nice.
Nothing. And I'm a big fan. Like I spend money. Like I've ordered because they deliver all the way out to my house.
Right.
Food's still hot, if you
Right.
believe it. Food's still hot.
That's pretty dope. They might have some satellite kitchens. But
Yeah.
that's smart. Yeah, and I saw that they like opened in Philly and then had to close like almost right away.
Yeah. Something like that. I didn't read the full article.
Yeah. That's all right. That we should continue to try, because I think that there should be a lot more sort of like weed.
I think we need to
Brands.
delve more into the weed community. We need to.
And
We
find
already
out some
embrace
people that
it.
are local.
Yeah, we already embrace it. It's really the core of what this is.
Sure,
It's
that's how it
what
started,
this
right?
started. Yeah, that's how this started.
Yeah.
Was weed.
I actually was speaking to another guest a potential guest who might be coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Not to confuse anybody, I won't even mention the name, and they were like, I would love to come on the show, but I don't smoke weed.
That's
And I was
fine.
like, well, it's not a prerequisite. I was like, you can
No.
do whatever you want. You can do nothing. It's fine. You want to bring some heroin in here that we can you can
Yeah,
use
you go in the bathroom, that's
it's no
fine.
big deal. But it was just funny that that's the way that they
I'm
approached it.
very respectful and very sensitive to people's needs. I've had plenty of guests that didn't smoke where I just didn't
You
smoke
don't
for an
smoke.
episode.
Yeah.
I'll smoke outside before, then I'll come in.
right.
long before they're even here.
Right.
You know
And-
what I mean? So
and-
it doesn't smell. I don't stink.
Well, we can be professional.
Yeah, of course. You have like listen.
We can be
As much fun
professional.
as this is, and this isn't really like as much as it's a job. It's not a job. I want to have fun. I don't want this to be like all serious all the time. But yeah, there's got to be a level of professionalism for
Right.
sure. When we
Because
have guests,
it's
I
not a
want them to
job,
be-
but it's
yeah.
still a business for
Yeah,
the most
of
part.
course.
You know, it's a brand, it's a business, and you want to be professional when you need to be. Because, you know, on one hand, on one side of the token, you know, like, hey, let's get involved with the local weed community, whomever those people might be that, you know, hopefully will see this and be like, hey, I'm local and I'm, you know, I do this cool, I do that cool. You know, I know there's a really cool dispensary a little farther north from here. There's a cool dispensary up in the New Brunswick area that I think is pretty cool. But again, you know, it's, you know, who's interested in getting involved.
Yeah.
But then on the other side of that token, it's like, well, we're here in Belmar and we've already talked about how it's a great, you know, vacation destination. There's a lot of really great businesses. We'd also love to be able to feature those businesses here
Fuck
as
yeah.
well. Like have some of them people come in here and say, hey, this is me. This is what I do in Belmar while you're in town, you know, relaxing, hanging out. Come check out my thing.
Of course.
And, you know, it's that might not be, you know, smoking weed might not be good for business in that regard. So, you know what? We put on a different face. We
Exactly.
get a little more
Put a different
professional.
hat on.
Button up a little bit.
Yeah.
And, you know, we do the thing.
And like, I carry myself a certain way because I painted myself this way, and people automatically at first sight they're like, but as soon as I open my mouth, they're like, oh, okay, he's not a fucking criminal. You know what I mean? So I hold myself to a higher standard of trying to be polite and
Because you
I
know
know
you might look a little intimidating.
yes.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's nice. And that's thoughtful. And that's especially thoughtful and, you know, very indicative of your actual character because, you know, hey, look, this, I know I chose to, you know, tattoo my face.
Yeah.
So I better make sure that I'm mindful of that
course,
and let
yeah.
people know that I'm not actually going to eat their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't eat your kids. I might bang your wife. I'm only kidding. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. It's the end of the episode. I can get loose. Come on.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure.
Unbelievable. I won't bang your wife unless you want me to.
People, that's a big thing these days.
That's a huge thing. Some dudes love to be cucked.
That's a like that, and that word didn't even exist. I feel like a couple years ago, and now it's like
Yeah,
you know,
Pornhub's weird.
big hotness. Yeah,
Yeah, it's all cuck and stepmom.
which is also very strange.
Weird. My stepsisters left me and my stepsister home alone. You'll find that title all day long.
Wow. Yeah. See that.
Weird.
I find it weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too weird. Yeah.
Not my style. That's not what I'm searching up in my
Yeah.
browser history.
Nope. Drop a comment what your porn browser history looks like. What's your
You know
porn
what?
search?
Wouldn't that be so funny if all the comments under the video had nothing to do with the actual episode at all, and it was just Pornhub browser,
Dude.
searches,
I would
and it was
love
just
that.
a list? That would be
I
incredible.
would love that.
That
I
would
would
be
absolutely
incredible. So
love
if you're
that.
like a fan of the show, and if you're watching, and if you watched this far, you're a fan of the show. Obviously, we want all of the Two Clouded Minds, fans out there to go into the YouTube comments and just type in something that you would type into your Pornhub
Yeah,
search.
spam the comments with Pornhub.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to
suggestions.
be something. We'll assume that it's a joke and it's not what you would type in. It's just for yucks and for fun.
And if you made it this far, drop me a huge middle finger emoji in the comments.
Can they do that on YouTube?
They can do that on YouTube
Fantastic.
because this means I love you in our world.
There you go.
But yeah, guys, until next time, we're gonna have a guest.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
If you want to follow us on Instagram, I'm at LittleGuyChris28,
DC in the City on all social media.
and then we're the Two Clouded Mind Show on Instagram, Two Clouded on Twitter. You can
It's the
find
Two
us
Clouded Mind Show, but is it the Two Clouded Mind Show with 1 million underscores?
on Instagram. Yeah, there's a lot of underscores, but if you just go in the search bar and type the Two Clouded Mind Show, you'll find us. You'll definitely find us. And
Fantastic.
of course, you want to see the video on YouTube, youtube.com/the Two Clouded Mind Show. Drop a like.
And
Subscribe.
comment something about your Pornhub search.
Yes. Guys, we love you. Till next week, stay clouded.
Alexa, play Friday by Rebecca Black.
That's so fucked up.